critical part is to connect it to a Igbo, specifically Imo State, that has about the biggest gas deposits in the world. Buhari signed the gas away as...
Hello guys, welcome once again to Think Tank TV. Now, when Newton said in one of his laws of motion that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction, when I watched the video I'm about to show to you, it actually made a whole lot of sense to me. Why did I say that? Now, the truth is that when any government wants to take any action, there is actually an underlying interest they have before they want to take that action. And if they find out that you are the person or any geopolitical zone or any group of persons could be the reason why they could not take that action that will benefit them, they will do everything humanly possible to get you off the way. When they find out especially that you are not a push around, they will do everything humanly possible either to win you to their side or to get you off their track. Now, I'm going to be showing you a video that has leaked that exposes some of the alleged action of the Nigerian government that has made them to continually detain Nnamdi Kanu and marginalize the southeastern part of Nigeria. I want you to take a look at this video as it makes a whole lot of sense, but please do well to touch the like button. The reason why I want you to do that is so that YouTube and Facebook will do well to recommend this video for more people to get to see the alleged marginalization of the southeastern part of Nigeria.
The gas pipeline from Nigeria to Europe is nearing completion. The critical part is to connect it to a Igbo, specifically Imo State, that has about the biggest gas deposits in the world. Buhari signed the gas away as collateral for loan and used the money partly to develop other parts of Nigeria and partly to fund Fulani herds to prepare them for full-scale invasion and take over of Nigeria, without investing any of the money in Igbo land where the gas is. To connect the pipeline to the primary source in Igbo land and continue to cheat them of their resource is not going to be easy. So the plan is to destabilize the region. It's been long in the making. This is an agreement with major Western powers. The first phase, flooding the region with killer herdsmen and killing young men of the region by mercenaries of one bloated militant, have had limited success. The second phase has just been tested in the guise and in the midst of IDP. Very soon, the Igbo will be painted in orchestrated write-ups all over the world as people unwelcoming to refugees and IDP. Just been tested, flooding the region with herdsmen in the guise and in the midst of IDP. Very soon, the Igbo will be painted in orchestrated write-ups all over the world as people unwelcoming to refugees and IDP. There will then be a massacre of IDP by the same planners, and it will be blamed on the Igbo, paving the way for full-scale military invasion. The refusal to release Nnamdi Kanu is part of it, and if he is released, he would be assassinated, either by the gun, to be blamed on rival pro-Biafran groups, or by the slow poison they have been administering on him. Both Britain and the US are part of this plan, and they are not ready to let up. It all boils down to the resource called gas. They must have it by all means, as an alternative to the Russian gas that has become a problem to them. They know that the Igbo are no pushover, hence the systematic weakening of Igbo cohesion and the grand plan. For such a plan to succeed, a high-level insider is needed. That is where a Southeast governor is playing his inglorious part. Hope Uzodimma is judicially imposed on his state, and he knows that once his term finishes, he cannot step foot into his state, even into his village where he has massacred several people. This governor is the one facilitating everything. He paved the way for Buhari to start the plan, and he has continued with the present federal government. He will be rewarded with a relocation to the UK or to any other European city of his choice. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is the most strategic politician to come out of Nigeria. He is positioning the Yoruba. Once the war starts in the southeast, the north will depend on him and his people for the continuation of any semblance of Nigeria. The north needs an outlet to the sea. They need Nigeria, in whatever form. Whether Nigeria survives in any form or not, the Yoruba would be strengthened by taking over the spaces both in the literal and other sense vacated by the Igbo. This is what the Yoruba did in the First War. Now the stakes are higher, the price is huger, and the eyes are more opened. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is using Nnamdi Kanu to play the political chess, and all these are related. Know this as a given.
You've seen it for yourself. Now, there's something I keep saying, and I will continue to say it because I want it to get to more people. The government must understand the actions that Yar'Adua took in his time, despite the fact that he had all the access to the funds, the military mind, the fiat order and all. President Yar'Adua decided to take peace. In negotiation, they call it a win-win situation. In the Niger Delta axis, when it looked like the crisis in Niger Delta was overwhelming, he decided to give amnesty. And I believe that that was one of the first time amnesty was introduced in Nigeria. And I stand to be corrected, but I believe greatly that that is what brought relative peace to the Niger Delta axis of Nigeria. What am I trying to say? The Nigerian government must understand that using fiat order, military might, power and intimidation to intimidate people who are coming out to say that we're not okay with the way you're treating us, we're not okay with the marginalization, can never be the solution to bringing continuous peace in any nation. The actions that the Nigerian government has taken on Nnamdi Kanu, despite all the court orders that have been brought out, shows allegedly that they have an underlying interest why they do not want Nnamdi Kanu to come out by all means. And the truth is that most of the things that Nnamdi Kanu predicted when he was not incarcerated has come out to play in the Nigerian state. And it shows that there is an undertone behind the so-called one Nigeria that they are talking about. Now, what am I trying to say? If Nigeria is actually practicing democracy, if a group of people come out and express their grievance, and in the first instance, that's the reason why we have a constitution that says people have the right to protest. What is expected of a pro-democrat like President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and those who are in government now is to sit these people down and hear their grievances. Despite the fact that former President Muhammadu Buhari could not be able to resolve the issues in the southeastern part of Nigeria, the onus is laid on the government, if they are genuine enough, to sit down with the southeasterners and resolve this issue once and for all. For goodness sake, like I keep saying to people, the only organization where you have people being forced to be part of is either a cult group or an organization that has something to hide. If you go to a church and say, I'm not going again, nobody will say you must be in that church. If you go to an organization to work and you say, I don't want to work again, you resign, nobody will say you must stay here. If you go to anywhere you want to, any group you want, there's always an exit. Even in marriage, God made provision for exit plan if you're being cheated on. I don't see any reason why the government would keep shutting up people who come out to agitate, to say they are not satisfied with the way things are going. Please, we love you to do what to drop your own thoughts in the comment section. Let's get to know what you think about the continuous detention of Nnamdi Kanu and the video you just watched. And we shall continually be here to serve you. Many thanks indeed to all our viewers and returning subscribers. We truly do not take it lightly. My name again is Moses and this is Think Tank TV. See you on our next video. Bye for now.